も白く咲き満ちた思い出の花過ぎ去りしくたの輝けるむつまじく語らう日々頬なれゆく柔らかな風に優しさ感じ取りにといつまでも続いてゆくこの道は永遠の愛抱きしめて丘の上体重見上げて強さ感じ木々に問うどこまでも続いてゆくこの道は永遠の愛まどろんで溶け出すほどに確かめて優しいFor you and me, I can make a song for all who feel love. I love you. I can sing a song for you and me. I can make a song for all who feel love. I miss you. I can sing a song for you and me. I can make a song for all who feel love.
Hello. It's gonna be a little short, quick stream tonight. It's just a Final Fantasy XIV event. I don't know what I could do to prolong the stream this year. But also, I'm not feeling like doing much of a long stream or chatting for too long. We're doing this a little bit stealth tonight. I didn't make an announcement on Twitter or Blue Sky that I'm streaming. I just threw up the stream. I can't be asked right now. Excuse me. I just kind of woke up after a Italian food induced coma. Had to celebrate a birthday, my dad's birthday. But we're on a little bit of a delayed celebration because life stuff is chaotic right now, so pretty much days later finally got around to celebrating his birthday. But it can't be helped with what's going on right now with family, and everyone's like stressed out, and everyone is yeah. Anyways, besides life being a little bit depressing right now and things just being annoying to deal with, haven't been too much looking at the internet. It's like, I don't know. My brain's a bit fried right now. When is it not though? I've been doing I kind of been just sleeping and resting and just kind of like trying to get my mind off things, as I want to say as I usually do, but is that something that I usually do? I don't know. Anyways, hello Scarf the Smith. I see you saw the announcement or whatever, that I was probably live. The announcement that I didn't make, but the announcement Twitch makes. I wonder how many people, actually there's a stat to track how many people still keep that shit on. I think like more than half my followers keep it on. But yeah, sorry it's nothing exciting tonight. It's just a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Okay. I've been messing around with my microphone again. I've been messing around with audio levels for the scenes and kind of seeing what sounds nice, and you know, because Twitch has basically decided, yeah, we're going to kill everyone's highlights now. That had me pretty busy for a while, going through a lot of my old VODs and trying to get clips of myself so I can at least have that over here on Twitch. Because everyone's prioritizing short form media now, and you know, 9x16 clips and videos for their stupid ass fucking algorithm. Best that I have as many clips over here as possible, I guess, for quote unquote discovery, if discovery even exists on Twitch. So yeah, I finally got my archive under 100 gigabytes of stored crap. And having to go through all my old VODs and watch myself has been like very, very torturous. You can tell, like, man, my microphone sounds way too loud. It sounds like shit. And oh man, I was so quiet this stream, and I was so dead air and just unentertaining. Why does anyone watch me? It was very torturous. Very torturous. I'm like, man, my entire streaming career, I have really sucked at this, haven't I? I don't know, it's like, that kind of like drove me a little bit insane, I feel. Like, I got some clips here or there, but I don't know. I'm not a very entertaining streamer in the traditional streamer sense. I'm just some guy that likes video games and sharing things, so if that's what you like, then I guess you're in the right place. But I don't know, I don't know, I'm feeling like weird after doing all that. Like, man, I could be doing way better. But I'm also someone that hasn't really used my voice in years properly. So I'm a very awkward person. I don't really talk or speak with people too much prior to streaming. The odd friend call here and there on Discord. That's about it. I've been quiet for so many years of my life. Like a true recluse. I go to my job. I use my voice sparingly when I have to, like, you know, get something done, and that's about it. And that's why I like really talk weird and have weird pronunciations of things. I just don't I'm just a weird person. But yeah, that's what I was busy with a lot of the time. I didn't really like have a whole lot of I wanted to stream, I just didn't have a whole lot of ideas what I could stream properly. I was gonna stream the Klonoa Wii version just to say, haha, fuck it, look at this version, everyone. He's actually saying wahoo in an English voice. And it sounds like the most generic furry voiceover character possible. The voice acting in that game is very annoying. The Wii remake of Klonoa is what the remaster version is based off of. So in a way, it's like it's a remaster of a remake that's inferior to the original version. But the remaster is weird because they demastered it in a way. It made Klonoa look more like himself in the PS1 version, and then brought back the banjoism voices. But it looks worse. The graphics are broken, and it's like if I'm gonna play that 3D version of Klonoa, may as well just go with the Wii version. It's better. I don't know if a mod out there exists that like just fucking fixes it and could model swap it. I don't know. I don't think anyone out there cares enough to do that. Klonoa is a very unfortunate series of people love it and respect it, but at the same time, no one has actually played it. But I've been seeing a lot of people play it. But maybe I'll do that in the coming week. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows when I'm gonna do anything, honestly. Not even I hate like making promises and making plans because I don't even stick to 90% of the plans that I have if I don't have the energy or the attention span to do it. And right now my attention span is pretty fried. Hello, Dr. Irvine. So yeah, that's why I'm just gonna... We have Final Fantasy XIV tonight. Just gonna be a little bit relaxing, reading stuff, so don't expect anything too exciting. I'm gonna end the stream ASAP, without, like, too much delay once we're done with the event. And, you know, it's just gonna be another short throwaway event, honestly. Do I need to stream it? No. Do I want to archive it? Yes. So, we have a Splatoon Splatfest tomorrow as well, which is, I believe, Springfest is tomorrow, so I'll have to get that all ready and get ready for like a 4 to 5 hour, however long it takes, stream of maybe actually talking and using my voice. But man, my voice is actually very, very, very sore. Must be all the sodium though that was in that Italian food. Anyways. I see I'm going offline and losing frames. Thank you very much, Twitch. Love when you do that. Love when the internet connection isn't stable. At least on their end. I don't know why this has been happening, but here we go. Here we go. Whatever. If you're watching this pre-recorded over on YouTube, I don't know why you would be. You're not seeing what I'm seeing right now. But yeah, we're just gonna hop into Final Fantasy XIV. So see you guys in just a bit. Whoa, woo. It's actually raining. Good timing. I was like, this is a very rainy themed event. We even get a parasol and everything as a reward. Oh my god, Y'shtola is here. That's just someone's like roleplay character as Y'shtola. It's not actually the NPC Y'shtola. Let's see. Jahili Aliapo has a great deal to say about the hatching tide. This quest is available for a limited time only, as every event is. 5. Whoa. Let me check something real quick. Everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be fine. Okay. Audio levels okay? Seems like it. Hatching tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you in excellent fettle. For my part, Rickubus, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide has its origins in the day before the 7th Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. Ah shit, I accidentally skipped a dial. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before, so needless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commission ought to arrive any moment now. I don't think there's a way to see previous dialogue, unfortunately. Oh, Jahili, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens, I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. But wait, Rickubus, perhaps you'll be willing to lend a hand. Rickubus, how wonderful to see you again. Knowing what an exemplary assistant you are gives me cause for hope, if you're happy to help, that is. Yeah, I'm everyone's whipping boy. Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he wouldn't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. I'm noticing something is missing. And that is, I have ambient sounds off. There we go. You know, I should have did it way sooner, but I found a way to turn off people's damage numbers during raids, so that's less stuff happening on screen, less visual pollution. And I wonder if that'll help the quality of the streams going forward. At least when it comes like to Final Fantasy. Yeah, like 2.5 years later, I should have already figured that out. I'm like, alright, how can I reduce noise pollution and visual pollution in this game? Having everyone's spell effects on makes this game look unfucking streamable. Because just any monster is just a giant flare of many different spell effects. It's awful. That's why I like turn everyone else's spell effects on and only keep mine on. But it probably makes the game look a lot more boring when it's just me. I don't know. Ah, here's the dreamer who was here before, ain't ye? Ah, right old mess to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of supplies you need, though. Oh, there is really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends, or surplus wares that might be of use if you want them. They're all yours. Gotta get my ugly egg parasol. I mean, it's tacky. I don't think I'll use it. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you could cobble something together with these. The storage fees were eating into me, I mean, I'd rather see them put to good use. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what kind of fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take stock of what he's given us. A bunch of shit to make umbrellas with. Let's see, the leather looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for a mechanism of some sort. And these lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jahil saw in her dream with these. We can make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols. The trick will be making them look eggy enough. Any rounded object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Any road, we should paint them. We'll go with that one. You're right, with some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincing eggy structure, the parasols might make for a worthy replacement. I think it stopped raining in the game because I don't hear the ambiance anymore. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at the request for parasol parts than a rush order for myrid eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. Oh my god. The Easter Bunny. Easter is like, what, on the 20th this year? Oh, like, I could think of something like maybe play during Easter week. Probably finally get around the Billy Hatcher. There's another game I want to actually play for Easter, though. We'll see if it happens. I'm not gonna make any promises. If it happens, it happens. Ah, no more rain. Unfortunate. Ideally, I would be able to control the weather. I think there's methods in which you can do that, but that requires modding the game and forcing the weather yourself, but I'm not gonna do that. I play Final Fantasy XIV vanilla. Like a madman. Ah, if it isn't Rickubus, he must be the adventure assistant Nanota spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, say no more. We just so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. Hello, Felius. Where's that crow? Oh, there he is. In the meantime, we should take this timber over to the Carpenter Guild and request that they craft a parasol frame. We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader stall anon. Anon. Egg. They've been managing to get a little bit more cheaper with the seasonal events. Or sometimes, well, I mean, I really like the last thing we got. Which was the... Did I still have a glamour of it? The various outfits I put together for things. Oh yeah, there, this one right here. The male idol outfit was actually really, really good. But some of these other events, like this one, they're not even giving us housing furniture anymore. They're just like, alright, just take a singular item. We can't be asked, like, you guys hate all the seasonal decorations anyways. So it's kind of like crazy that there's like nothing. No music scroll, no posters, no housing for it. Just, here's a reward, fuck you. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy XIV, its subscribers are the most dangerously low that they've ever been, an all-time new like record in recent years, how low the subscriber numbers are. So that's a little bit concerning. Why do you stand there like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. It's because that's what I do. There's the Easter Bunny again. Parasol frames, a task not beyond your own skill, no doubt. Would the imminence of the holiday not force you to compromise their quality? You have done well to seek aid, Rickubus, and you shall have it. The younglings in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the Parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Oh my god, Cinderella. No, Snow White. It's not Cinderella. Oh yeah, the Beagle. A really cute minion. I'm like actually happy it comes from the dungeon. I wanna get it. I don't think I bought it yet. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit more cheaper and saturated on the market before I buy it. Usually like the latest dungeons minion, give it a few weeks and it will drop in price to at least like around 100 gil, and everyone who wants it immediately will pay $1 million, sometimes like 500,000, 200,000. But no, I'm like I have patience. I can wait. I'll let it drop down to the cheapest it could. I'll let it dip to the lowest it could be, and then I'll buy it up for myself. I don't need it immediately. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution, and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jahili at once it's finished, and you can go ahead and wait for her, or wait with her. By the way, if you're new to Final Fantasy XIV, talk to this trader right here. Every city-state has it. Huh. I guess since I'm like a part of the quest or something, it's not gonna let me pull up her thing. That's weird. She has like unique dialogue for this quest even. Huh. But she has like a bunch of like minions and usable register stuff, like if glasses, music scrolls, minions, a bunch of stuff that people like to buy and put on the market board, and people that have no idea, you could just buy it from dirt cheap from this vendor right here. It's a good way to like get a bunch of easy beginner stuff. The egg decorations look kind of pretty at night. if you like color vomit, I kind of like color vomit. Do you like color vomit? Welcome back, Rickubus. You'll be pleased to hear I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? Substitution parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what Nonana cooks up for the prototype. Though, wait we must. Okay, that's the first half done. Nonata will surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. It's very tacky. Like most rewards for Hatching Tide, they're just always really tacky. Well, the Spriggan outfit that we got a few years ago was actually like pretty nice and not as tacky. Actually, the chicken and the rabbit costume too, like, added a lot of goofiness. So actually, no. I think it was like the first few years of Hatching Tide, we were just getting really ugly, tacky things that no one in their right mind would use on a regular basis. Like the ugly hats that they're wearing, ugly rings and jewelry, a giant tacky egg mount. It's just a lot of like the same color pattern. So they've kind of returned to that this year with a Parasol. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. But I guess a Parasol at least has more use than the other things. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin to producing more to distribute. Kind of like makes me wonder when they're gonna make a Framers kit for each of the holidays. In the meantime, we'll find ourselves at a loose end. But we cannot let Nanada outstrip us in Hatching Tide spirit. There must be more we can do. Let's show off your Parasol to the townsfolk. Perhaps we could drum up a crowd with the promise of gifts. Let's show it to the townsfolk. They'll be like, wow, I gotta get my ugly umbrella right now. But of course, we ought to promote our newest addition to the festivities. We tell even a few Gridanians what these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate with us. Word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I should keep mine unfurled and on display. You use your adventurer's instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. You look at the social media posts about this event, and it's just a lot of people like saying dead game, ugly reward, bare minimum, a lot of negativity. Though I do prefer when people criticize things, that way people try harder. But at the same time, there's sometimes people being a little bit too hard on things, which is sad. The market is always busy. Let us look for the potential celebrants there. You're gonna have an MMO where people have to pay a monthly subscription, and your consumers are like pretty unhappy. I think as a developer, you maybe should pay attention and maybe try and change a few things to adapt it here and there to adjust to the market a little bit better. I know World of Warcraft finally has free housing for everyone. I think they allow you to change your character's sex, like male or female, like whatever the hell you want to be, without charging you. And Final Fantasy XIV, you still have to have an active subscription to keep your house, and you gotta enter your house like at least once every 30 days to reset the demolition timer. And then you also have to pay for Fantasias to change even the most minor details on your character. Ever wonder why I have pure green eyes in Final Fantasy XIV? Because I can't be asked to use a fucking Fantasia to change my eye colors to better reflect my VTuber. But I naturally just have green eyes anyways. And so that's like, I don't know. That's a remnant that I like anyways, is just having my green eyes. And I do have a green eye toggle. Like, whoa, but I barely use it. But yeah, my eyes are just naturally green. If you want to get more lore-y about it, I guess. Why am I not like blinking? Ah, well, whatever. VTube Studios acting up tonight. But as I saying, oh yeah, lore. One eye is cyan, one eye is yellow. Combine blue and yellow. What color do you get? You get green. So it makes sense from a lore reason, kinda, maybe. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea and Nonada worked her magic to create the final product. Wow, you put eggs in a basket! When I think back to the very first Hatching Tide, it's a marvel just how popular the occasion has become. I have so many people to thank for their efforts, yourself included. Too bad I wasn't... Actually, I do have the ugly-ass egg hats. That's like one of the events I managed to do. I used to wear the egg hats as a shitpost for how ugly they were. I wonder if the game recognizes that, maybe. Was that the very first Hatching Tide, maybe? So I was there for the very first Hatching Tide, perhaps. I say, madam, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our Hatching Tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of egg, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection. This parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. A real egg fan. Wait, I haven't eat egg. Yeah, we just have a emote of eat egg if we want. I forget if it's 2 cycles. Yeah, then you reset back to normal. Why, the parasol's an absolute delight. It's not often you see that level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might I ask who was responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their part to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you can receive one just like it. As I should have known that the guild's artisans were involved, if it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'd be more than happy to take part in the festivities. Ooh. Hello, Ziona. Heavens above, is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you will receive one just like it. For years I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns, and you offer me one free of charge. 'Tis a Hatching Tide miracle. Free is free. I expect those 3 will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. Time to go get our egg. Egg umbrella. Parasol. I mean, I got like a... They're one of the weirder collectibles in the game, but I kind of like the system. Here's one that I really like. I'm indoors, but who cares? This was, I think, during the launch of Dawntrail, they added this ribbon, like, gothic-looking parasol. It has, like, a unique shape compared to everything else. Usually, you get the paper umbrellas, which are more decorative. I have a yokai one. This one's, like, really goofy. Yeah. It's got, like, a floppy tongue, too. You get tackier ones, like Pocus, Pokey Deco, and I have been running Eureka Orthos, and this is an umbrella from there. A very rare one, but it glows. Then you have ones that like look pretty nice. This one more along the lines of decorative than ones that are more functional. Ones that are goofy in nature. And the neon parasol is actually really pretty. It's got that oil slick look to it. And then you got the giant leaf, which if you're a fan of My Neighbor Totoro, like, there you go, giant leaf. how am I'm very sleepy. I'm very, very, very sleepy. I've been sleeping way too much lately. I take like a swig of my drink because my mouth is all dried out from the Italian food. Soda is not gonna help this. That's better than nothing. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. Man, that's a very short cutscene. You could kind of count this event as something that is definitely a little bit phoned in. They didn't have the best writers on this one this year. It's just basically, oh hey, our eggs broke. Let's get a bunch of free shit, go to all the guilds, and they're gonna slap together umbrellas. Whoa, cool umbrellas! I like eggs! And then, event over. Here's your parasol, fuck off. Look, Rickubus, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvelous? Wow. They're all just giving us the fluoride stare with their ugly umbrellas. Eggs held aloft, just as in my dream. Hooray, we did it, Jilly. We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this hatching tide a success? Hold that thought. You've yet to see the half of it. My Senta, I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols, more than can comfortably gather here. In fact, nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. Oh, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible to think that the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, Jilly, they're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. That our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, where we've touched the hearts of more people than I'd dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. That's like one of the more forgettable hatching tides, honestly. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nonata told me to assemble them so I can prepare as many as necessary. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nonata? I couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me, I have something for you, Rickubus. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jilly's, of course. I thought it's fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, all that is left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Rickubus, but Hatching Tide most certainly hasn't. Ba ba ba. Forget, like, are prototypes usually better than the mass-marketed ones? Once they pass all the quality checks, like, when you're making a prototype, they come off a little bit more rougher, but at the same time, they're higher quality because you're using the finest things, and then, like, once it goes to mass market, the materials get cheaper and the builds get a little bit cheaper. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. Sometimes I see a prototype of something and it's better than what they're actually selling on the mass market. I think like when you go to places like toy fairs, a lot of things look immaculate. And they look cooler than like what we actually get on store shelves. But maybe they're more flimsier, but they have like better paint jobs. I mean, the whole point is to present something that looks amazing. And then once you get the funding, then you cheap out or whatever. This is a cute little scene right here. We have Alpha and little Toy Omega enjoying the festivities of the event. Let me whip out my ugly umbrella. Papa. Papaya. I always like love finding Alpha and Omega just running around in the world. Once you complete the raid series associated with these two, they're just out there in the world. They're always exploring. They always show up, so you'll notice them out of the corner of your eye, just like hanging out at seasonal events. Even when it's not a seasonal event, you will just find them out in the wild, in the world, just randomly hanging out in various places. It's a very cute detail. I don't think I've seen every single place where you can find them, but you could go out to like Corthus and they'll just randomly be out in the snow hanging out. You could go to like a town in one of the random maps and they'll just kind of be chilling. I think if you could like go to the giant spa area in, was it Outer Lenosa? I think they just like chill in one of the hot springs. Where's my minion? Oh no, because I have the egg parasol, that's why. But as I was saying, if you're new to Final Fantasy XIV, just talk to this woman right here, purchase items, and then you get Cherry Bomb, Mammoth 1, Wayward Hatchling, Whalers and Water Wheels, Orchestrion Roll, Dance of the Fireflies, Serenity, Behind Closed Doors, and then 4 glasses. You get the Simple Spectacles, you get a Monocle, you get Eye Patch for left and right. Yeah, there's like plenty of NPCs that are like this in the game as well, that sell you things and don't go like look up where you buy things before you purchase them from the market board, because that's like how some people make money. I'm not gonna lie, it's how I've made some money in the past too, and people don't just like, you know, I'll just grab it for like cheap off the vendor, list it for like, not like ripping off people immensely, but mark it up at least 1,000%, and then it's like, okay, selling like an item worth 100 gil for at least like 10k gil. I gotta line my pockets somehow. I'm not a good crafter. Hello, Deco. Hello. I hope you're doing well. You just finished up the egg event. I got my ugly golden parasol. It's not that ugly. But compared to all the umbrellas that we have, there's definitely like better umbrellas. It's cool, but also slightly annoying that you can right click them and enable auto umbrella. So whenever it starts raining in any zone, or city in the game, your character will just automatically take the umbrellas out when it starts raining. And then say if you were to get underneath of something like this, like a canopy, or go indoors like this right here, they would take the umbrellas off. Because the game kind of like takes into account like rain zone. So I would be getting wet out here, I would get the glossy effect on my character, but the moment I would go inside, I would slowly dry off. We're gonna do a PvP match, because I need to at least like get some daily stuff done. Nice outfit, don't think I've seen you in that glam before. Yeah, this is like kind of like my springtime glam. I think I've probably used it on a previous Hatching Tide stream. It's like the little flower crown or whatever from one of the previous, I think, Little Ladies Day rewards. And then the casual outfit from, what is it? I think it's like a mixture of a lot of different things, actually. The casual outfit top, the hippie jeans. I think those both came from the Ishgard restoration. And then like a pair of flip-flops or whatever that I think might be from a summer event. Good. We got Onsal Hakair, or Hakair, however it's pronounced. This is one of my preferable battlegrounds if I can get them. Or front lines is what they're called in this game. Just call them battlegrounds, that's what they are. Can't wait to lose this. Everyone's on their freaks. Look at all these mounts. People already have the mount reward from this season's PvP. I'll have it soon enough. I am at level 17. I just do a PvP match every day. A few extra if I feel like I have some time to do it. But slow and steady rather than grind it out all at once. Get off of that. They gave everyone new roll abilities, which is really nice. I really like my giant comet that I could cast. Ugh! Wrong direction. I suck ass at PvP. Of course we can't, like, take the umbrellas out in PvP, because that would actually fuck with our fighting if we had umbrellas out. Oh fuck, who stunned me? Am I trying to... Fucking hell. Okay. I'm trying to give my team a proper escape by creating a giant danger area with my comet. Hitting people with the comet is hard because it takes so long to cast, but it makes everyone freak out and scatter. And I think that's more useful as a utility than actually doing damage with it, is just its ability to kind of control an area and freak people out. It's kind of like a, hey, fuck off kind of move. And I like that a lot. Don't actually engage, you fool. There's no reason to fight here. I always prefer the more casual outfits instead of the bulky armors and casting robes. Yeah, casual dress wear is nice. There's a lot of people that criticize the game and don't like the fact that there's so much modern gear in it. I'm like a mixture. I like when it's fantasy and believable enough, but I also like when there's casual wear that isn't just like you look like a little peon. In the very early inception of Final Fantasy XIV, everyone was super fantasy with how they dressed, in almost like a very ugly, detrimental way. They got a little bit more comfortable with dressing characters casually. Though some people like that, where it's all fantasy based. See, I just like make everyone fucking scatter. So Pictos use like Smudge to get an instant sketch. That's a useful part of our PvP kit. We're dead last though, despite our efforts. I got silenced. Oh, you fucker, you pulled me into it. Okay. Ugh. Oh, the reason for that is like, you play Lalafels, yeah. Not all bulky armors look the best on us, unfortunately. It's cute in a little chibi way. Because I always say this with Lalafels, the reason I like them, I want to play as a little cute race for once, and then it's also kind of a little reminiscent from older classic Final Fantasy games, where everyone was just a chibified looking goofy guy. So we kind of resemble the old original like NES, SNES sprites of Final Fantasy characters as Lalafels. Everything we do, it looks like we're kind of cosplaying. It's hard to take us seriously. This isn't going so hot. Time to give one more shot as Picto, and then I'll maybe swap to a different class. God, they're pushing into our territory. Get the fuck away from there. We can't do anything to control it. Where is the team? I guess they're fighting over that over there. You know you're doing bad when the enemy pushes so far into your territory that they take your own home ground away from you. Okay. I thought I had a team there, but apparently not. This is why I fucking hate front lines, though. I think it should be team versus team and not a fucking three-way fight. Alright, let's go with Viper. We are dead fucking last. Shameful display. This was the coolest, one of the coolest Valentine's event mounts that they gave, because they gave a left and a right mount, and you would just pair them together with someone. But if you want to be extra funny, you could just have the single piece and no one to match it. I like this move right here because it gives you a 50% damage reduction and no one could do any sort of crowd control on you. And then you just do a massive AoE that slaps everyone. Normally, how you play Viper, I have no fucking idea, but in PvP, I kind of dig Viper a little bit. Playing a spellcaster in PvP is pretty difficult, so sadly I don't really like how Pictomancer feels. We're kind of like recovering just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Here is at the storm. Yeah, the storm's coming. Alright, come get me. At least most of my, well, no, they're gonna engage, I guess. Try to make a noble sacrifice on the bridge. They see a lone Lalafell just standing there. They're all gonna attack me. Run away. Go to the next flag. God, it's all over in the enemy territory. Nothing over in our base over here. PvP gives me a good reason to use the random mount roulette. Oh yeah, I should put this here. I redid all my bars recently for my PvP classes. God, it's just total chaos here. Ugh. Looks like Maelstrom is gonna win. But hey. That's why it's really hard to get any of the achievement mounts for modes like this. Is it's a 3-way battle, so you have pretty much a 33% chance to win. It could basically just be anyone's game. There's been games where I'm like in first place by a long head, and then for some reason the people in last place decide to fuck with us, and we lose everything, and we do absolute dog shit. We have the lead in everything, and we just lose it so fucking miserably. Okay, well. We gotta go get the map. Gotta gather my daily map. Sell it for whatever they're selling for now. There we go. First node got the Brack skin map. Everyone comes here to get their daily maps, I've noticed. The Assasia logs are so dirt cheap on the market board, no one wants them because everyone's gathering them way too much. I might have to find a new node to get these maps on, but I think the problem is, do any of the later zones in Dawntrail even have farmable nodes? I don't know, given the nature of living memory, I don't think there's any gather nodes there, but maybe I'm wrong. Whoosh. Very stormy here. And I just have my return point be the gold saucer. Here's the chicken outfit from one of the previous year's Hatching Tides. Enjoy that, enjoy that. I'm gonna... Is that old Japanese skit guy, the hard gay guy? It wouldn't surprise me if that's what the cosplay is based on. And he's dancing with a giant cock, so... What's funny about that guy is he's straight, he's married, he has kids. It was just a character that he played on Japanese television that I see no one even talk about these days. It's kind of like old internet weeaboo knowledge at this point. Leap of faith. Nah, I'm good, I'm good. I always go to the Electro Stripe teleport personally. Always see a bunch of bots there as well. I wonder what you could gather from there. Electrope Strike. Surely if all the bots are there, that means whatever you get from that node isn't gonna make you much side money as well. Unless they alternate. How far away are the nodes? Not too far away. I haven't really done much to go gather. Yeah, Saluni Garlic, Levin Silk. I'll see what these are worth on the market board. I wonder what would be worth more money right now. Would the garlic because of all the buff food for savage raiding? Maybe, maybe. Trying to think, is there anything else I could talk about or showcase in Final Fantasy XIV at the moment? And I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I don't know if I ever introduced this guy right here though. I got him pretty recently. Did I use him on the most recent Final Fantasy XIV set? I actually don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, let's go back to where this all began. I'll consider this maybe as my new gathering spot. I'll see how the items sell, Deco. Thank you for letting me know. That's not too bad of a gathering spot. But I think because the nature of that zone is so depressing, I kind of didn't want to go experiment there. I kind of If I could go to a zone that's like nice and pretty on a daily basis and grab my maps there, I think that's more nicer for my mentality than to go to a destroyed, dilapidated area where everything's awful. I don't know. Such a cool mount. Yeah, what was he even called again? The barrel tender. He's such a cool mount. And then the other mount is just one of those weird yak things with the bloodshot eyes. It's like kind of a no-brainer which one to prioritize. Kind of sad they didn't add a third mount this patch to Gathering, but maybe they don't want to overwhelm people. Maybe like 2 mounts is enough for the expansion. We had the egg advocate here. Buy a stupid ass little firework. Where is it? Whoa, eggs. Fucking developers, if you ever see my little Scrimblow streams, just make those registerable. Don't make those limited quantities. Just do what you did with the umbrellas and the eyewear. Just make it so that you have all the fireworks in a menu like this, and you could just use them at any time you want. That would be a better and funner use, and I guarantee you would see more people using fireworks, and that's the next thing you guys need to do. I know the nature and beauty of fireworks is that they're here for like a split second, you use them up, and then they're gone. But I don't know, at this point, World of Warcraft does it, where you could just have toy fireworks that you could just launch whenever you want as a little celebration. I think it would be a cute and a good idea to just turn that into a new registerable thing and have a collection solely dedicated to fireworks. And, you know, you could have some that are more extravagant and that are rare to come by. But I think it would just be better on everyone's inventories as well. And it would make the seasonal events a little more exciting for people, maybe. I don't know. Where's Wook? I demand Wook. Give me Wook. Wook Lamont is dead, Mechanic Cat. You're not gonna see Wook Lamont. This is just a little Easter event. Anyone that hasn't even reached Dawntrail can do this. It requires like, what, level 15 or 20 or whatever? Like most seasonal events. That's why they're always in these cities, and they're always very no action required. It's because it's supposed to be accessible to the lowest levels possible. So they can't really make exciting content based around high area zones for seasonal events. Unless it's like maybe a crossover event, like the Yokai Watch one, or the Final Fantasy 15 one. Where at least it requires level 50, and that in A Realm Reborn was basically, yeah. Time to unfollow that, no reason to watch anymore, yeah. No one should be watching me. Egg appraiser. She's gonna appraise my eggs. Egg enthusiast. Yeah, nah. There's nothing special this year. In previous years, there was a little dedicated zone you could go to, and there were chickens running around and casting AoEs that would push you away. In the entire fate that spawned, it was a little bit more involved. You had to go collect eggs from angry chickens, and then they would cast AoEs and push you away and all that. Yeah, I like when they do little things like that, at least, because it's a little interactive other than, like, go here, talk to NPC, point A, point B, point C, point D, quest over, here's a reward. I dare I prefer to Parasol. Oh, wait. Can I get you to talk again? Yeah, he has the right idea. He would rather have a parasol adorned with a bunch of chickens. I think, like, he's from the event that I'm talking about, the chicken event. I don't know. I don't think I have that one in the stream archives. That might have been before I started streaming. I can't remember. That's it for Final Fantasy XIV. And I just realized I left my green eyes on this entire time, but that's fine. That's fine. I have green eyes in the game. But I just got here. I'm sorry, Mechanic Cat. I said it was gonna be a very short stream. It's just a Final Fantasy XIV event stream. I did a round of PvP. I did my daily stuff. There's not much else to say. I didn't announce this on Twitter or Blue Sky or anything. I haven't really looked at them lately, and I don't know. Just every social media really fucking sucks right now is all I want to say. I'm kind of like discouraged from using it, but I'm gonna, you know, be back to doom scrolling in no time. It's annoying. It's annoying. I have to prepare for tomorrow's Splatoon 3 stream, so that'll be a longer one. I'll probably start it like around the time that Splatfest starts, like, you know, 5 p.m. California time, whatever that is, PST, whatever time zone it is. You can always speedrun more. That'd be a funny bit, but I don't have the motivation right now to do anything like that, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. If it's a Final Fantasy XIV stream, I just kind of want it to be a Final Fantasy XIV stream. I wanted to stream yesterday, but it didn't happen. And then today, I got put in an Italian food coma, so it's a miracle I even managed to roll out of bed with how much I've been sleeping and feeling sleepy. And I think I'm dying. Yeah, I feel very rusty, and maybe I need a good Splatoon 3 stream to shake off the rust. It's already gonna be Friday tomorrow, which is nice, but yeah, as usual, burnt out from just lack of sleep. My sleeping is all screwed up. I'll be laying in bed late at night and not be able to sleep, and then during the day I'm sleeping a lot of the time. If I do get fired from my job, that'll kind of be a little bit of a blessing, I guess. It might give me some time to recoup and maybe find something that isn't going to be making me as tired as I am having to wake up very early to go do things. Italian food, can I have some? Yeah, I can have my leftover Parmesan chicken. I have a 5-cheese ziti for later as well. That'll probably be tomorrow's dinner, maybe. But yeah, the weekend's upon us. Other games I do want to check out. I know Chapter 1 of Ina Dream Barbecue came out, and I really would have liked to stream that immediately. But my motivation has been, you know, kind of all over the place right now, and very, just say it low. I'm feeling lazy. I don't know, my motivation this year has like really just plummeted because of how annoying life is and just how miserable everything is right now. So I talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but it's just kind of a it is how it is kind of situation. It's good to be lazy every now and then, yeah, but I'm like I'm like too lazy. I'm too lazy. I'm not how I was when I first started out streaming. Now I'm just screaming. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like drawing. Oh, I don't feel like making a new asset. And then like days pass between streams, and yeah, that's not good. That's not good. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm not the kind of streamer that is gonna do this every single day. When I stream, I just feel like streaming, and I think that's better than just forcing myself to stream. It's not that I'm like it's not that I like hate streaming or anything. It's just I have a different battery capacity for when I feel like I want to stream and when I am ready to stream. And in cases like this, if it's a limited time event, that makes me kind of more able to stream it. It motivates me a little bit more. It's always been nice to have Final Fantasy XIV and Splatoon. As much as like those are the least popular streams to watch, it at least like kind of helps keep me from getting too rusty, because I always have those to fall back on occasionally as like kind of like filler between games that people actually want to see and games that I would very much like to play but require more prep time. Anyways, you've heard this conversation a million times. Rick's lazy, but Rick also likes to be a perfectionist and make things into a presentation. But yeah, here. I didn't mean to go to this. Bad transition, bad transition. Oops, I accidentally became Mario. No. I was trying to, okay. My shortcuts are like all fucked up. Ah! Okay. Let me see who's online, who I can send you guys over to. I think I already know who I'm gonna send you guys over to. But just in case there's anyone different. The usuals are usually on, but you know, people that have 500, 800 viewers, they're the triple digits. And then there's just me, my little Scrimblow streamer. Actually, there's not a whole lot of people on tonight, strangely enough. Well, it would have been nice to... I think Thursdays really work out for me, stream-wise. Raid Iron Man? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's like a fucking absolute nobody raiding one of the biggest VTubers of all time, if not the biggest fucking VTuber of all time. I am never raiding Iron Mouse, because the intimidation factor is there, and I'm a fucking dipshit nobody, so I'm not even gonna bother. Anyways, no balls, yeah. All my confidence in VTubing has basically like been destroyed and dissipated, so I'm destined to kind of just be a Scrimblow forever. And I'll just like, I'll continue being a Scrimblow. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys very much for lurking. Thanks for showing up to the unannounced Final Fantasy XIV stealth stream. Like I said, I didn't really want to make a post on Twitter about it or anything. So, it's just a short little doofy event where I get a stupid fucking egg parasol. Welcome to my little comfort game. And, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, well, actually, no, not watching on Twitch anymore, because they deleted all the fucking highlights. Or, like, 9 more days until that apocalypse happens. I hope you guys got on your YouTube archive channel and got all your stuff uploaded. Never been a problem for me, but my heart goes out to you guys that haven't been able to properly back everything up, and thanks Twitch for being an amazing platform. You want to know what they're doing now? When you immediately raid into someone, they're just giving you fucking ads now when you immediately raid into someone. They don't even put a cooldown period. They're in full like greed mode where like, alright, well, there's gonna be a bunch of people here, they have to immediately see an ad before they even see the person you raid into. Fuck off, Twitch. Fuck off. Fuck off with your stupid, shitty-ass fucking decisions that you've been making lately. Imagine having highlights, yeah. Man, I really like this song, like the first half, and then you get into the like fucking later half, and it's just all this goddamn nightmare music. God damn it, why? Maybe I should like just go in and cut that part out of the song. Who knows? Like that's a Catherine song. So it's a really okay. There we go. This is something more fitting. Something more fitting. Maybe I should just remove that one Catherine song from the playlist. That is literally the worst way to get retention. Yeah. But all these tech companies, all these giant corporations are in full damage control right now. They're quaking in their boots. They're losing shit tons of money. Nothing's sustainable. Nothing's profitable. They're all operating at a loss. And it makes me wonder how much longer Twitch is going to exist as a platform before they just basically say, fuck it. We're not going to allow new accounts to be made. We're not going to allow new users. And if you're not a partner, fuck off. We don't want you on our platform anymore. Like, I'm waiting for there to start being an application process in which you have to apply to get an account and a streamer key on Twitch. And they're just gonna, like, turn everyone away and only bring in, like, cam girls and what's already been proven to make them money. Dumber things have happened, and dumber things will continue to happen. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Maybe they could sell off to YouTube and then videos would always get backed up. I mean, at that point, just stream on YouTube. I think YouTube already tried like a little side gamer thing, and that failed miserably. So they're like, yeah, no, we can't be having that. We can't be having that. Video games are too niche. You would think that video games are a very popular thing, and a entirely video game dedicated portion of your website would be a thing that would work, but no, it doesn't. That's why Twitch, opened up to just having girls and kiddie pools rub peanut butter all over themselves, and IRL streamers and non-video game focused content on the video game streaming website of all places. And now Twitch isn't even really a platform that's about video games at all. It's called Twitch because Twitch gaming. Come on, it was always about gaming, and now it's not about gaming, which is sad. This is what happens with any hobby sphere. You allow people in who aren't a part of said hobby, and they completely change the meta because it's more popular, it's more profitable, and then the thing diversifies. And then it's barely recognizable. It would be nice if there's just a streaming platform out there that focused entirely on video games, but with how monetized the internet is now, I don't think that's really gonna happen anymore. Basically, Twitch has to make shit tons of money, and they're just gonna stoop to any level they can do to make that money. But yeah, enough rambling, enough bitching. Thanks for watching, thanks for lurking, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube, any of my social media. Thanks for watching the VODs on YouTube as well. And I'll see you guys next time tomorrow for Splatoon 3 Spring Fest. The Easter themed Spring Fest. I will be Team Night because it's like, what time do you like to do all your work? And then there's morning, midday, and evening, or whatever I think the teams are. And I, of course, work best at night when I'm not sleepy. Anyways, yeah. And it's my color, too. It's turquoise color, which, I'm looking forward to that. Hell yeah. Same team, Ema. Hell yeah. I'm hopeful everything will burn to the ground, internet will cease to exist, and society will collapse. You know what, Mechanic Cat? I am too. That's the mood lately. The world is a terrible place. I hate the world right now. I hate how people act. I feel like I don't fit in with society anymore, and I was never someone that knew how to fit in. I never will be someone that fits in. And that's probably a good thing, but also a bad thing, because that just means life is gonna be way lonelier for a person like me. But seeing the levels that some people out there stoop to, the depraved shit that they do, I don't know, the Minecraft movie came out, and if you've seen what's been going on in theaters, like, it's all just a bunch of irony-poisoned Zoomers screaming and shitting their pants when the chicken jockey shows up because Jack Black says chicken jockey really funny and he does his Jack Blackisms. And I don't know, for some reason people decide like, yeah, let's go set off fireworks and throw popcorn and drinks at the movie theater screen and just make everyone's lives there a living hell who works in theaters. I swear to God, I'll beat the crap out of you someday, Rick. Yeah, please, please. Make sure I don't live. I'm a tired, peaceful demon. I don't fit in with demons, I don't fit in with humans. I just exist in my own little rainy home as a recluse, away from everything. There's my VTuber lore. I'm just tired. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of the rat race. I am just I'm just out here being me. And sometimes it's like, I don't know if being me is necessarily sustainable, I guess. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. It is sustainable to a certain degree. As a creative, I always feel very, like, it's very... I want to put my best foot into the world, but I know the world doesn't want the best foot. They want the most worst foot possible. And right now, AI shit is getting worse and worse right now. Everyone's fighting on social media. And every time I open up Twitter in Blue Sky, I'm just like fucking disgusted by the shit I see. I should just be like a normal person now and just get a fucking Instagram, but I'm pretty sure it's all the same shit over there too. Internet fucking sucks. Anyways, yeah, I've digressed. I've went off on a tangent. Thank you for watching tonight. Thanks for everything, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. Farewell. Oyasumi. Bye-bye.